Now we'll talk about the controls of your new e-bike. This video will cover the controls for the Ambition Step 3 Elite, the Adventure, the Purity Elite, Freedom City Elite, and the Inspire. On your handlebar, you'll find your two brake levers and your rear shifter, where a downshift is with your thumb and an upshift with your index finger right here. Then you have your bell, your thumb throttle, the 4 buttons that control your LCD, which is in the middle. When controlling your LCD, the trick to know is if you tap a button, it does one thing. If you hold it, it does another. And I'll demonstrate. Holding your power button turns it on. And if you tap it, you're cycling through the stats on the bottom right here. So that there is your trip distance. That is your trip timer. That's the odometer that just keeps compiling over time. That's the amount of power you're getting from your motor. And then back to our trip, which we can reset by holding the plus and the minus button. Okay. Holding the M button turns on your USB port, and that is shown by that indicator at the top. And the USB port is located on the bottom right there. And to turn it off, you have to hold it again until that disappears. And then tapping it, you cycle through your speedometer to the average speed obtained during your trip, the maximum speed obtained during your trip, and back to the speedometer. Tapping the plus button will increase your assist levels to a maximum of 5. Tapping the minus button will decrease your assist levels to a minimum of 0. 0 is where there's no power to the bike, so it's a good idea to get in the habit of putting the bike in 0 until you're ready for the power, or you can hold the brake because that will also cut the power in the motor as well. Assist 1 is your minimum power, so this is where you'll get your max range. And at 5, that's where you'll get your minimum range because it is max power. Your battery range will always vary depending on the conditions you're putting it through, whether the temperature is a little cooler outside, there's cargo on the back rack, the weight of the passenger, and if you're doing a lot of hill climbing and riding into the wind. Holding the plus button turns on your headlight, and you can tell by the indicator at the top of the screen. And then you'll need to hold the plus button again to turn it off. Holding the minus button is a walk assist. The bike will walk itself. The rear light also turns on when I have the headlight on. And if I pull the brake lever, it'll act as a brake light. At Teslica, we like to use the thumb throttle for short bursts of power. That is climbing up a short hill, getting around somebody on the path, or my favorite, getting yourself going. So what I'll do is I'm standing over the frame with a foot on the pedal. I'll hit the throttle and I'll put my weight on the pedal to hop up to my seat. So just like this, just give myself a little power up onto my seat, and then I'm pedaling from there. The thumb throttle is also proportional like the gas pedal in your car. The further you push it in, the more power you'll get, and I'll demonstrate. Pushing it in a little bit will slowly turn the wheel, and again, more I push it in, the faster that wheel will turn. It also will vary depending on your assist level. Now you know how to control and operate your new e-bike. Remember, wear a helmet when you're out there on your ride.